Happy Saturday night, let's dose. I am just realizing how late it really is. But it's okay, tomorrow's Sunday, and I know I'll still get up early. We're gonna go to bed here really soon. We are home from the beach. It was amazing because we were showered and fed, and this is one of the final things I'm doing before bed. I can't believe how late it is. I didn't mean for it to get this late. Cheers. Okay, water. Okay. So, a lot of times I get like unkind comments about adding water to this to get, every last drop, as people say, or licking the lid or whatever. Licking the lid is like my tradition. I've just been doing it forever, and some people get so bothered by it. So, like, I just want to do it more because that's ridiculous to me. And yeah, it's like tradition at this point, and something that I find a lot of other people do just because we just do, like somebody compared it to licking the spoon when you're baking like cake or something. Like, it's just one of those things. But as far as adding water to this, where I get this idea is from my clinic. I looked it up. I talked about this in a video, like I wrote it out, but I want to say it out loud. My clinic does that, and they've been doing that in the almost 20 years I have been going to a clinic of whatever one. Like, I've gone to a lot of clinics, but every single clinic has done this. They did it for me in jail. It's like policy, and if you look it up, it actually is policy. They talk about how the methadone can get like stuck in the bottle, and it is recommended to add water because of how much just gets stuck all on the sides because of the consistency and stuff of the methadone, like the nature of the methadone. That's how the clinic doses you. They give you your dose in like a little cup, and then when you finish, they have like another little cup, or like now they have like a little tap, and they give you water to like rinse it and finish. And that's just kind of policy and like the way it's been for the last almost 20 years. So I don't do it because there's something wrong with me. I'm like desperate to get every little bit. That's how they give it to you, because of the fact that it sticks so bad. The doctor, the nurses, everybody recommends, and the clinic themselves do this. They have you rinse your little cup and then drink that. So I get the idea from my clinic, because that's how the clinic dispenses the dose when they give it to you. And now my clinic, as I stated in the other video, I found out it's California state law that they have to also add water to the take-homes. They have to give you, I believe it's 2 tablespoons at least, something like that. And they can give you more, but they've always, with me, just filled it. It's just so silly when people want to be like, oh, you're such an addict trying to get every last drop. No, I've been taught to take it this way by my clinic, in every way that I've taken it, whether I go get my dose daily, whether it's given to me in take-homes, whether it's given to me in jail. I remember that in jail, like, they would bring a little extra bottle just for water so that they could put it in and rinse it. That's just how we take methadone. Like, I think I would have to try harder to like remember like not to do that or something. I mean, that's just how you take methadone, I guess, would be putting it plainly. How the nurses give it, how they've always done it. So why would I do it differently when since day one that is how it's been being given to me? I feel like it would be weirder for me to be like, nope, I'm not going to do that. That's how the nurse gives it to you. So if you always went to the doctor, for medication, and it's given to you some certain way, it would be kind of weird to be like, yeah, but people on the internet might say something. I'm not going to do it that way. Like, I've just never even thought about it until someone on the internet tried to be like mean, and people are mean like so often about it. And it's so ridiculous because all that shows me is that they know nothing about this, because if you did, you would know that. If you took this, you would be aware of that, because that's how they give it to everyone. And if you had friends who took it, or you knew anything about it, you would know that, because they've been doing that I know of for almost 20 years, like 19 years, or it might be 20 now. Like, yeah, I think it's 20 years now was like when I started like my first like, journey with this. And yeah, I went in and out for the first like years, but for 20 years now, that's how they've been giving it to me. And I'm sure they've been doing it longer than that. So it's kind of like written all over someone when they say something like that, that they know nothing about this. Definitely not someone who's experienced it themselves. Definitely don't have any friends or any knowledge in this world. So it sounds so odd to hear something like that. And I feel like it's just such a simple explanation. This is how it's done. So it's so odd to me when someone wants to say something rude about that, because that would be like learning how to, set your own feeding tube and showing other people that you do it, and someone being like, why do you sterilize this? Because that's how they do it. Like, that's how the doctor does it. That's how the nurse does it. Why would I differ from that? Like, that would be weird. Why wouldn't I do it the way I've been taught, the way it's been told to me is the correct way? So it's just so odd to me. And so I finally wanted to say that because of how odd that strikes me, that someone would be like, oh my God, that's so weird. No, it would be so weird if I didn't take it as directed. So anyways, just a simple little lesson for anyone who is curious, or anyone who hears those comments and doesn't know about this and wonders why people say that or something, because they don't know anything about this. So maybe it strikes them as odd, but that's how it's done. That's how it's given. And if you Google it, that's how they tell you it's recommended to do, because of the fact that the consistency, the makeup of methadone, like coats it. So I actually read something where it said it's recommended that you add water to make sure you get your dose in its entirety. So anyways, just throwing that out there for anyone who's learning, or anyone who hears those sort of comments and maybe isn't like thinking about it or whatever. That's how we do it, man. Like, and I feel like it's so important to just state that for what it is, because people are so mean and it's so weird. And like, yeah, there's no reason to be mean. That's just kind of the way it is. And if you're someone that, finds that bothersome, like that upsets you, I would really recommend looking it up for yourself, and maybe that would help you understand.